Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Orbit TV. In this video we'll be looking into all of the new VR footage and some new confirmed features for the Beyond update. I hope you guys enjoy!
Okay, I don't really know what happened there, but oh, well, that was my April Fool's joke. It was terrible, I know, but as I said earlier, as my girlfriend said earlier, we're going to be looking into the VR footage, which is brand new. We're going to be looking into some of the new confirmed features that some of us were speculating about, so let's just get right into it. So before we begin, I'm just going to shamefully plug my Twitter so you guys can contact me easier. It's on the screen and in the description, so give it a follow if you want to. I also now apparently have memberships on my channel. Apparently it's this monthly thing that you subscribe to, but I really don't know what it's all about. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to address is that Sean Murray has heavily focused on optimizing the game for the Beyond update and obviously VR. A lot of people were originally worried that the game would run buggy on VR, but according to Sean this is not the case. For those that are worried, he states, "That's one of the big changes that makes us want to ship all of these updates together. We've had to focus a lot on optimization recently. That means the base game will run a lot better as well. That's been a big thing for us. We've learned lessons. Now, I'm not going to say months before we ship exactly what the frame rate will be, what specs we'll be hitting. I can definitely say when we release it Beyond, it'll be an optimized game for everyone." So being able to actually play VR with an optimized game will be really great for everyone. However, looking at sources from Game Informer, Upload VR and IGN, the Steam VR version seems to run and look considerably better than the PSVR version, but to be honest this is probably expected. It was at a Valve event where the PC version of No Man's Sky VR was being held, so obviously Valve are going to want to put across the best PC possible to play the game. Not everyone's PC is like that, so don't go expecting basically what I'm saying is everyone's PC is different. But again, Hello Games do have about a 3-month, we don't know our exact release date yet, but I'm going to say 3 months until release, so they have a lot of time to polish their VR features to the game. Now, it's also worth noting here a few things that we already know, but I'm here to maybe clear up a small bit of confusion from my last video. No Man's Sky VR is free if you own the game already. It's not a separate game mode or anything like that. It's included with the base game of No Man's Sky. This will be releasing alongside No Man's Sky Beyond. Now you can also use your current save in VR and play with friends who do not own a VR headset. Now the VR headsets which are confirmed to work is obviously PlayStation VR, the Rift and the Vive, and obviously Steam VR. Now Windows Mixed Reality, if you have that, which I personally do, it should work too, as it normally works alongside all of the other VR headsets. That's all what we have for the current news that everyone should already know. We're now moving on to the awesome new news. But a couple of features that I want to get out of the way first. The first thing being that NPCs are confirmed to be moving around. Now I'm pretty sure you've heard everywhere about it, everyone's speaking about it, but from a news source called Joe Video, I hope I pronounced that right, it basically shows a slowed down video, here I'll show it on the screen, of what appears to be a Viking NPC walking around a space station. It's unknown whether or not that they can move around elsewhere because all we have is the space station, but it definitely adds a lot of extra flair to the space station. It's something so simple, or what we seem to be so simple, but it just works so well. Now, in case you're wondering, it was confirmed by PC Gamer that all of the races can walk around in the space station, and it's also confirmed that a new online mechanic to the Beyond update brings in more players per session. But Sean stated that he didn't want to say how many people that is until the number is completely concrete in place. Now, tinfoil hat time, I've noticed some interesting things in fan videos of the game, so people who have gone to the conference and recorded their own footage. A French YouTuber by the name of Julien went to the PlayStation VR experience and got some hands on with the game. Now I've noticed something which, if you just hear me out, it might shock you. Maybe I should name that as the YouTube channel title, top 10 things that will shock you about No Man's Sky. No, but if you look at this picture here, I'm going to quickly really slow down into the background. You can see a planet at the bottom left. Now, if you look here, this is considerably brighter than the actual planet that we see at the bottom left. Now, I'm here to believe that this could possibly mean, don't take my word for it, this could possibly mean that functioning star systems, orbits, and stars are coming to the game. Please don't take my word for that, as this could all be something down to the lighting or any other issues like that. But it definitely looks fishy. Now, I'm not going to be able to get any other information on that. I might try and reach out to him and ask him for it, but I'll have to update you on that in a later video. But it does not look like a planet. it looks exactly like a star. In the base game, this is not possible, the star is just a skybox texture, but again, who knows. There's also been loads of new mini features that are confirmed. As you can see, you have as you can see on the screen, you can see we've got a mini companion robot on your arm, which could possibly be the little robot to hold your inventory space. It also seems like it could be possible to customize your ship UI, as in this gameplay preview from, again, Joe video, we can see a completely different ship HUD than what we're normally seen to in any other VR trailer. We also get a small snippet of what the multi-tool HUD looks like and how you can use it. Now I'm just going to move on to the control system, as I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how you can play VR if it's suitable for you. So first things first, if you don't have a PlayStation Move controller, please don't worry, as Sean has already stated that you can use a DualShock 4 controller if needed. Now I would assume on PC you wouldn't want to use keyboard and mouse, but you could probably use an Xbox controller or something along the lines of that, so it's definitely got you covered. In regards to how you click, move, anything like that. So the game itself, obviously you just need to use the Move controllers, it's probably the best way to play it. It's basically like you're grabbing things, so you push the controller forward, you pull on the trigger to pull things back, and then you pull on the trigger to pick up things, or pull on the trigger to hold something, and then you push the cockpit up to exit the ship that you're in, or you look at the cockpit and you can pull it up to enter the cockpit. It's really cool. It's the same with the vehicles that I've noticed as well. You pull on the lever to open a vehicle hatch, that'll then push you out of the vehicle and you can just go to walk on your planet. It's also the same for your multi-tool, as you have to pull out from your back, so you literally have to reach over your shoulder, pull out from your back, and then you can start using your multi-tool. And it's exactly the same to put it back. I believe you just put it back on your back to holster it. One of the more exciting things is something that I've already noticed, but it's the VR specific UI that we're going to see. It seems that to access the in-game menus, I don't know what menus these are, I'm just reading from an article, you have to bring your hand up to your face, and then that'll bring up a menu, and you can point your finger at things which will, well, not your finger, you can point the controller at things which you want. Now you can also point at your left wrist with your right hand, and this brings up holographic icons which float alongside your wrist. Now I believe this is either the inventory or the little quick access menu that you see at the bottom of your screen sometimes to access like summoning ship or anything like that. So what you do is you basically pull out one of these 3D holograms, it'll spawn it into the world, and then you place wherever it is. So if you're trying to spawn your ship, you pull out the hologram, look into the world, and place it wherever you want it to be in the world. For those that are interested, building mechanics, so anything like placing like doors or anything like that, or base building, is exactly the same mechanism. So you just pick the part you want, and then you place it into the world. Now, a lot of people might be interested in some of the comfort, accessibility options, anything like that. No Man's Sky VR is obviously going to make a lot of people feel sick. Any VR game has these issues, but Hello Games have added in a lot of options that make the experience feel more personal and help it feel more customized and great for you to play. It's unknown what some of these features are, but I would imagine at least one of them would be head bobbing, just to be lessened, because that makes me feel sick in pretty much any VR game. I'd also imagine some sort of animations, and maybe you could maybe turn on a filter for the game, but we don't know that at this point. But if you're having troubles with VR, Hello Games have definitely got you covered. And just for some extra pieces here, do I believe that Hello Games is possibly working on a new space update? Considering the small little snippet that I showed about the star, I definitely believe that they're gonna try and improve space, whether or not that it is a star. It could be getting a revamp, just some extras added to it or anything like that. Hopefully space whales will be added to the game finally. Please Sean, listen to us, we really want space whales. But again, it could be lighting, it could be anything, who knows at this time. Now I think alongside the VR update they will definitely add more lore. It seems like they do this in pretty much every new update nowadays anyway. I'm unsure if Greg Buchanan, the lead writer for Atlas Rises, is still hired by Hello Games or if he was like on commission, but hopefully he is and he writes more lore for the release of No Man's Sky Beyond. Just a heads up to you guys, I will be playing VR as soon as I can, and you can expect recordings of me playing it on this channel. Now, the last thing I want to finish on is that Hello Games are actually designing something in-house at the moment. This means they're designing a new game, whether it's these stages of being created or anything like that. It could be a small-scale project, but I believe it's probably something larger, as this isn't mentioned as a Hello Games short as such. So that's it for today's video, really. Thank you guys for tuning in. Something big is in the works for me, but I haven't revealed too much information on it yet. There are a couple of people that know about it, there are a couple of content creators that are involved with it, but I am still looking for community members to help, kind of, basically join me on interviews. I will interview you about the game, and I don't want to give too much away, but if you're interested, just drop me a comment below. And with that, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully I will see you in orbit. Peace.